Hello and welcome to iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. This is Uncut Wildstar. It's just you, me, some gameplay, and whatever cars happen to be honking outside of my window, and I guess my character is joining us too, because he's here. So today I'm going to be building my house. I'm going to be doing some work on my housing plot. The housing feature in Wildstar is, I think, one of its most amazing features. What it is, they give you this huge section of land to customize however you can imagine, pretty much. You can do amazing things with it, and I'm going to attempt to do amazing things with it because why not? There was a point in time when I had a pretty extensive housing plot with a bunch of stuff on it, and it was intricately designed, but for now, for the free-to-play launch, I deleted everything. I figured, why not start from scratch? Why not, just begin anew, kind of like how Wildstar is beginning anew. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to show you my creative process, how I think through the housing design process, because in a lot of ways, the building up your house in Wildstar it's kind of like being an artist. You gotta think creatively to make a good house, and that's not to say that all housing plots aren't good, but if we're being honest, some are better than others. Like, you've been to that guy's plot where he's like, yo, I got this really cool mountain that I built, and not to brag, but it's really awesome. And then you get there and he just made like one rock really big. But then you go to some other guy's plot and he's like, yeah, I made an underwater world. It's not finished or anything. Then you get there and like there's fish swimming around and you can't even do that in the game. So, what I'm saying is there's definitely ways to make your housing plot better and ways to make it worse. I don't really think I can make mine fantastic, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good when it's done. I can guarantee you that. Alright, so first things first, we're going to take a look at the remodel feature. You can do a lot of shit with it. You can change the actual house that you have up, and I am currently using the rocket house because I think it's pretty cool. I'll just sort of run around it. It's just a big rocket ship. And so back to the remodel feature, you can customize all the little bits of the rocket house, and I'm gonna do that right now because these upgrades aren't that expensive. So the jumbo cockpit, it makes the cockpit a lot bigger. Like the default jumbo. Okay, so we're gonna do that. The walls, you can customize the color of the walls. You get the native print versus the lava print, which is kind of orangey. I'm gonna leave it at the native print. The entryway, the jumbo wings that cost a little bit of renown, and I'm pretty sure I have enough because I'm just gonna check and see how much renown I have. I don't have enough renown for the jumbo wings. I guess that's something to be bought later. I'm gonna X that out. Okay, so the door, so the generic door versus the advanced door, which I already had on it. We're just gonna X that out. The sky. Okay, so let me just buy those upgrades before I forget. So the things on the to-do list, I guess, we gotta get those jumbo wings because right now it doesn't look like it can fly. I mean, it's got that big rudder in the back and then these two little nubs for wings, but we gotta get those jumbo wings. It's on the list. Okay, so let's go back to remodel. The walls, the entry door, sky. Okay, so the sky, right now I have it at the default sky, which has a day-night cycle. I don't think any of the other skies have day-night cycles. But you got Happy Land. It puts like some rainbows around. You got Hazy, makes it all cloudy and shit. Northern Lights makes everything kind of beautiful, but I don't want to like design a housing plot under this because it'll influence my design choices, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to. So I'm actually going to leave the sky as default for right now. The music, I'm not listening to it while I'm actually making the house. I'll pick the music later, but there's a lot of choices. You can customize the actual music that's on your housing plot, and it is all the music that's actually in the game, which is pretty cool. It's not, I don't think it's all the music, but it's a lot of the music. And it's not that expensive, it's a couple of plat, couple of gold, it's not that crazy. And in the ground, I kind of I thought I wanted to do a desert thing, but like I said, if the more stuff the stuff you have around you has a very serious influence on how you design. Jesus Christ, this is like an accident outside, isn't it? Okay, no, but yeah, so the stuff you have around you influences your thought process. Let's say you're a painter. And I studied advertising design in college. I got a degree in art and advertising and shit. So I know about this stuff. Like I'm talking real stuff right now. So let's say you're trying to design, like a chicken commercial for Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? You're trying to make a chicken commercial, but you eating cheeseburgers all the time. That is having a direct influence on your creative process. Like, you're trying to make a commercial about chicken, but you're eating cheeseburgers. I'm like, you know what? This ketchup is good. And then you get to the, to the war room or whatever, and you're talking about, all right, guys, I think we should rethink the chicken thing and go with burgers, but you can't do that because it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. They don't make burgers, and they never will. It won't make sense. Okay, so anyway, so the first thing I think we should do, and the first thing anybody should do, really, on a housing plot, is make some trees. All right, because trees, they fill up the space. Like, regardless of whether or not you're gonna actually keep them, you need to put trees down, or I need to put trees down. And I shouldn't tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want with your housing plot, but I'm gonna put some trees down. Okay. The reason I think trees are so necessary to a housing plot is the fact that it just fills up the space, right? Like, right now it's very barren. It feels dead. It's not like there's nothing. It's like it's a blank canvas, and you almost don't know where to go with it because it's so blank. It's like, you're staring at a white wall, and you're like, what the possibilities are too endless. You know what I'm saying? And that's like one of the things about the Wildstar housing. It's so overwhelming. You saw just a second ago. I'll do it again for it. Like, look at all the different categories of items, and I already have stuff collected, but like, it's a lot, and I haven't even scratched the surface. There's even a crafting class in the game that can make stuff for your housing plot, and that's fucking crazy. Sorry, but you'll have to pardon the profanity. I'm not gonna bleep any of it in this video series because I'm not. I'm just not. So this will be rated M for mature, I guess, right? Rated M for mature. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna put some trees down. Just sort of fill up the space a little bit. And already, I'll go back to the entrance so we can see. Oops. There we go. Sorry, my mouse look was bugged. So, but going back to the entrance, we can see it's excuse me. It's already starting to look a bit more lively, and it's starting to feel like something. Now, with that said, I don't know exactly what it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna make some sort of a compound, like I don't know, like a base of some sort with like layers and oh maybe hold on, let's go back to the trees for